It's me.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Duncan.
Can it see everyone? Alright. Hi, I'm Josie Vignatelli. Ready? It's Monday, 7 a.m., and my alarm is blaring. I manage to pull myself out of bed, throw on a suit, grab some breakfast, and hit the road. I pull into a vacant parking lot and quickly sneak down to what I consider my office. It's not your typical office, really at all. In fact, it's more of a summer hotspot. I see kids hiding behind bushes and giggling as I make my way to the end of the deck. I whip on my goggles and splash into the frigid cold water. And what do you know? It's only 8 o'clock in the morning and my 10-hour workday is just beginning. My job as a swim coach has been far more than practices and swim meets. I do not consider my job just another job. In fact, my role as a swim coach has taught me more than I ever imagined possible. In 2 quick years, I've gone from Josie to the official title, Coach Josie. From swimmer to swim coach. Swimming has been a huge part of my life since I was 5 years old and began taking my first swim lessons. Now, looking back on my swimming career, on how my swimming career has impacted me as a person, I am so thankful for the skills I learned along the way. I grew up swimming in the summers at a local club team. When my mom and dad signed me up with my brother and sister, they did not realize the huge benefits we would be getting out of swim team. I made some of the most amazing lifelong friends that I would have never gotten to know if it weren't for swim team. The sport of swimming in itself is probably the most physically demanding of any sport. Being a competitive athlete, swimming has forced me to push myself harder than I ever expected. I swam at my high school for 4 years. Every year I faced new challenges and set higher goals for myself. The feeling of achievement this sport offers is so beyond any other feeling in the world. Nothing gets my heart racing more than a competitive swim race and out touching the girl next to you. Aiming for personal best times and putting yourself through 2-a-days practices and staying very disciplined about what I put into my body was something I took very serious throughout my high school swimming career. My coaches have inspired me to always keep a positive attitude, no matter how difficult it may be or how tired I am. Because I fell in love with this sport at such a young age, I couldn't imagine my life without swimming. However, when I asked myself why I continued to swim and pursued my swimming career as a swim coach, I remember it's all about the team aspect of swimming that motivates me day after day. I am Coach Josie, swim coach at Mission Hills, and I'm so proud of what I do. Besides for the early morning and late afternoon swim practices each day in the summer, the second most important aspect of my job is team spirit. In the league I coach in, swim meets and swim championships consist of crazy themes and an overwhelming amount of team spirit. No swimmer ever swims alone without a large group of cheerleaders and screaming fans smushed at the end of the lane screaming their name. Spending countless hours at the pool day after day, planning practices, giving lessons, and hanging out with the swimmers is just a small aspect of my job. I'm a role model for the younger swimmers I coach, and I take this to heart. I remember looking up to the swim coaches as a 10-year-old and thinking they were the coolest person to walk the earth. My love for what I do as a swim coach is a reflection of how this sport has impacted my life so greatly. It has been a summer activity I grew up with for 13 years and now shaped me into a swim coach that wakes up every morning at 7 a.m. feeling nothing but excitement for another great day of swim coaching. Thank you. You guys can clap.
Good job!